giving Facebook messy, shady tea, okay? What do you mean by that? I was drastically appalled. But I'm like, now I've never really been one to judge, but I've always been one to question.
What have you become? What have you become? I don't know, that's what you've been. I was learning, I was spinning, I was blind. Oh, I thought that I was changing. I can't believe I faced you. You know your mama ain't raised you like that. Look at your behavior, that's what she is.
Hey y'all, it's me, Yaya, and in today's video we are going to be doing a story time about me dealing with one of the most horrific hairstylists by far. But I cannot continue with the video if we do not acknowledge the biggest elephant in the room, and that is the fact that the last time I posted a YouTube video was over like 10 months ago. 11, I think 11. And yes, I get it. Super ghetto of me. I truly apologize. I can't give y'all an excuse, but to give you an excuse, my senior year was just extremely ghetto, okay? And it wasn't ghetto because of like school, because like everything was pretty chill, but it was just like this video, it was the inconveniences that accumulated that made it hard for me to you know. And so yeah, but we're not talking about the past. New year, new me, new YouTube videos, and I'm really gonna stay consistent, y'all. It's time for a new chapter in my life, and I want to be consistent throughout college. I truly do. I want to keep y'all up to date. I really do want to start posting consistently. I'm not gonna let anything or anyone inconvenience me and stop me from being locked in with y'all, because you know we here. You know we here. Before I get started, one thing I want to apologize for is I don't know how to change that battery. My mama bought me the battery. I've tried. I'm scared that I'm gonna electrocute myself. I'm a little dingy when it comes to stuff like that. I need me a man to do that for me. I mean, it's fitting for the video because the situation that I went through was truly, utterly ghetto, horrific. It was just a mess. It truly was a mess. And I've never dealt with a hairstylist this unprofessional in my life. It was just terrible. But I say that all to say this before we get started. Make sure that you guys go ahead and let's not do that, Siri. I ain't say nothing to you. Okay. You guys go ahead, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you guys are notified each and every time that I post. And most importantly, make sure that y'all follow me on my social media. You seen the ad in the intro. Go ahead and follow that, because I be doing my little big one. I be doing my one, maybe a 2, maybe a 3 on Instagram, and y'all need to be there to see it, because like, do I not be doing my big one? And let's go ahead and get in this video. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the background info. To give y'all context, so this was probably one of my first times getting like an actual install. And so I want to say I had got like a closure sew in. When I was looking for a stylist, it was my junior year, and so I really wanted to pop out. It was after COVID. Freshman year was a very rough year for me. COVID, I really started getting to my me who Yaya is, them something. And so I had worked that whole summer, y'all. Very ghetto. I was 15. And so I had worked that whole summer doing like illegal shifts. I can in at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm clocking back out at 9 because I'm like, you know, I have to eat the girls up. I have to eat the girls up. I wanted a 30-inch bust down middle part 613. That's what it was giving. And so I was like, whoever I get to install my hair has to really do their big one. I think I'm coming to play. No, so if you put some big jumbo, nasty looking braids in my head, and you really do me wrong with this closure. So, you know, I really had to find somebody who was giving what they're supposed to have gave. You know, I'm looking at all the girls who get their hair done, who, you know, giving and stuff like that. So, you know, some of the stylists was kind of like, okay, you're just popular. Your work is not working, you know, and y'all know. So it was just like, not you, maybe, you know, all this and that. My mom knew this stylist, and this, we're gonna name the stylist Stacy. So, Stacy was this stylist that, like, you know, my mama friends was going to her. Oh yes, since Yaya's looking for the stylist, have her go here. So, and the girls' work was really good. Like, the units was laying, the wigs, all that. It was giving what it's supposed to have gave. And so I'm looking, and you know, she was still popular in, you know, our area and stuff like that. Had about like 10,000 followers, had did Akbar hair, you know, a lot of these little influencers and stuff like that. So I'm just like, oh, okay, I can do something with you. Like, you're really, it's giving. I was so excited. I had booked my appointment and everything like that. I want to say I had booked my appointment 2 days before because I have PTSD of dealing with Black people. Worst case scenario, if the, you know, Stacy cancel or whatever the case may be, I can always book an emergency appointment myself like 2-3 days before and pay my deposit. You know, these stylists have 15,000 policies. You know, my hair had to be washed. Huh? Now she know I'm recording. That's why I don't understand. How these stylists have about like 15,000 different policies that you need to follow and all these procedures. You gotta come practically with your hair already done. Make sure my hair was you know, gonna be washed and blow dried and everything like that. But my mama braid hair. So mom was like, you know, I can just braid you down because, like I said, these stylists are trifling. And I don't know if y'all know, but there are certain stylists who, if they don't have time or they just don't feel like it, they will put like 5 thick dookie braids in your hair, and then it be bulky, or by the time, like, you know, a week later, it's already lifting. It's just not giving what it's supposed to give. You know, it's giving boxy. Mom was like, you know, just to make it easier on Stacy, and, you know, you don't have to, you know, we don't have to worry about your braids being too big or nothing like that. I can go ahead and braid you down. So I was like, okay, cool. So I had Stacy number off of the booking website. I text Stacy, I'm like, oh, hi, this is Yaya. My appointment is this at this time. I just wanted to know, and this was probably like the day before. So I was like, I just wanted to know if my mom could go ahead and braid me down so I can come in already braided down for you, just to make it a little bit more easier. And so I got no reply. You know, hours go by, no reply. So I was just like, okay, maybe it goes against Stacy's policy program, and you know, she rather do it. And I'm like, you know what, I don't even care. I'm paying you to do my hair. You want to break me down? Hey, I just want to make it easier. Didn't get a text back. So I was just like, okay. So the date of my appointment, I want to say I booked my appointment around like noon. It's around like 12, 1 o'clock. 30 minutes before my appointment, you know, I took me a little shower, made sure my hair was washed, blow dried, my scalp was oiled, because you're not about to sit up here and say I got cradle cap dandruff. You're not about to do that. Getting dressed, I checked my phone. Stacy texted me, and Stacy's just like, oh, hi babe, is there any way you could come 2-3 hours later? I'm still, you know, I'm a little backed up on appointments today, and I need to push your appointment back. And so I'm just like, okay, that's cool. You could have acknowledged the text message I texted you yesterday, but hey, you're grown. Do what you want to do. YOLO. That's fine. You know, that is okay. I'll come in 2-3 hours later. Thank God I booked my nail appointment the day prior. But if I would have not had that day before, I wouldn't have made it to my nail appointment. I just wouldn't have made it, because 2-3 hours is OD. You're pushing it. You're pushing it. Okay? And so I was just like, Okay, that's fine. I can come 2-3 hours later. I got all my bundles with me, y'all. I'm just like, I'm about to get my hair done. Even though my hair appointment was pushed back and I was practically ignored, it really don't matter because I'm on cloud 9, okay? I go in there and I automatically see Stacy pulling out baby hairs in the back. So I'm waiting. You had 2-3 hours. You're telling me you're still doing baby hairs, babe? That means that you ain't even styled the hairstyle because you just took the band off. The band is just coming off. So I already know I gotta wait like an extra 25-30 minutes because you gotta do the baby hairs and then you gotta curl it. It's like, okay. Stacy finally gets done with the girl's hair. And she comes up to me and she's like, oh, hi, you're mine. You know, 4 o'clock, even though I'm supposed to be your noon o'clock, but hey, it's okay. Go to her station. Oh, let me see your closure and everything. And she's like, I'm gonna customize your closure. I'm not gonna be able to braid you down. My, you know, my friend, which was the other stylist, she's gonna braid you down. Okay, so see, that's the thing. I could have already came braided down. Okay, and last time I checked, I booked Slayed by Stacy. I did not book Trina's Tribals. Why is Trina doing my hair? So after Trina gets done doing my hair, Stacy goes ahead and put my bald cap on. So y'all can clearly tell my head is big, and what about it? Okay, and so me and Stacy are kind of struggling because, you know, I gotta. She's like, oh, pull it in the front, you know. So I'm just kind of like, trying to help put my bald cap on. So, you know, she sprays me down, and in the back was where all, like, you know, the dryers and stuff like that was at. So I'm underneath the dryer for like an hour. Stacy done went to Food Lion, Wingstop, bleached my closure, did all this unnecessariness. I'm tired of you. Okay, finally gets me from underneath the dryer and starts sewing in my hair. So as Stacy is sewing in my hair, and stuff like that, I'm just kind of, you know, they're talking and mixing and mingling and stuff like that. One girl come in and she is talking about her baby daddy and all this and the third. And so if y'all don't know nothing about salon talk, it gets messy. I love it. Off, left the kids in the car with the girlfriend. She done went live on Facebook. Give me all the little tea. So they in there doing, they in there talking about they no good baby daddies, and I'm just living for it. And so one girl was like, oh yeah, because I'm about to go get my done. And Stacy, you know, is very much so plastic. I don't judge, because if you know, like, do your big one. If that's what you want to do and you want to get your butt, face, lips, teeth, you know, ears, whatever you want to get, baby, it's your money. You worked hard for it. Book that surgery to Cancun. Stacy very much so has everything done. Mind you, at this point, Stacy's kind of coming around the side of my head because, like, the back and stuff is done. And so, as Stacy is, you know, doing my hair, Stacy's now at the front of me. At this point, y'all know I'm 16. Stacy was like, oh yeah, babe, because, you know, I got my and I actually have 3 nipples. What do you mean by that? My head, you know, I'm like, okay, cool. And I do really bad at hiding my facial expressions. So I know, like, I was looking like crazy in the cut. This was the moment where I should have been like, never booking again. He proceeds to pull their shirt up and show where in their surgery it was like a nipple right here and a nipple right here. And I was like, put your back in your shirt. I don't want to see that. I'm adolescent. Or maybe, like, somebody tell me in the comments if this is what we just be doing. That's what we do. Because I didn't think that that was normal. And I was just like, y'all are different. Y'all are different. Stacy did that. I was drastically appalled, flabbergasted, all of those big words. Fill in the blanks. You get one coming from. At this point, my baby hairs was getting pulled out. He was like, "Oh, do you want dramatic?" Just flick them back. I don't even care at this point because I want to leave because I'm uncomfortable. And then that was another thing. Like, I ain't even trying to be funny. Stacey had veneers, and it is common to hear that people with veneers, their teeth aren't really getting brushed. Go ahead and hit that look okay. Look crisp. But I'm like, you've pushed my appointment back 3 hours and I'm not too pleased by the service because of the experience, okay? Once Stacey was done doing my hair, through it all, we got here and my hair looks good. I look good, my hair look good. I'm just ready to pay you. Do you see me? At this point, all I can think about is the end result. My time has been limited because of your unprofessionalism, you know? And so I was like, you know what? It was very unprofessional, but my hair looks good, you know? And so, yeah, I'm coming back. I don't know if Stacey is the red flag or I am, because after all that, you would have thought I would have had enough common sense to just be like, you know, maybe Stacey is not the most trustworthy, but hair was good, and that's all I can think about, y'all. And that was my fault. That was on me. Fast forward, I book again, and so this time it was for the pageant for my school, because I was running for the Miss position at my school. And so it was the day before the pageant because I had interviews. Like, let me go ahead and book my appointment for the earliest time, just in case, you know, something, you know, was to happen, or, you know, like my interviews was to get bumped up. And so I think I booked for like, the earliest appointment was like a 10 a.m. So I booked my appointment. You know, I texted Stacey, just in case you forget or forget me, this is the time. And it was something that, it was an angel that touched my mama, because she was like, just send that just in case, you know? And so the morning comes, I'm getting ready. I done took my shower, got dressed, make sure I had my bundles and all that, make sure I got everything. We drive up to the salon, and to my surprise, I see no one in the parking lot. Now, mind you, Stacey is not the owner of the facility. Okay, the establishment is owned by someone else. But once again, I came 10 minutes early, make sure that everything runs smoothly, because I texted you, I booked, I sent my deposit. You clearly did not send my money back, so you knew you had hair to do this morning. Remember Trina, the one who braided me down? And so my mama is calling Trina on Facebook, and she's like, girl, do you know where Stacey at, or the owner? Because nobody's up here, and my baby got 10 a.m. and we gotta make sure that we get her in this chair because she got interviews coming up around this afternoon, and I know it take a little while for Stacey, you know, to do her install. So yeah, like, can you call Stacey? Or, because I called Stacey several times. I called her about 5 times. I texted her, all that. So the girl's like, oh yeah, I got you, babe. Nobody's in right now. I'll be there soon, but yeah, like, I can just call her. So Trina called Stacey because Stacey's not picking up my phone calls. So Trina calls in. She's like, oh yeah, Stacey was asleep. Stacey was asleep. She said that she's not gonna be able to get a ride to the salon until about like 3-4 hours. So if you could come back 3-4 hours from now, so you know, around 1, sticking to your hair. And I'm like, baby, my interview is at 4. Stacey takes 4 hours to do my hair. Really? Yeah, 4 hours to do my hair. And I'm like, no, I can't come around. I can't come around 1. Like, can we do like maybe 11:30, 12 tops, because you know I really cannot miss this interview. Contact Stacey. Stacey was like, okay, she'll just like Uber or something and see if she can come like in another 2 hours, because mind you it's 10. So once again, my appointment got pushed back 2 hours, so I wasn't able to get my hair done until 12. So of course, you know, I went back home. I'm mad. I'm irate, because on top of me already being nervous about the pageant, now my hair appointment is literally up in the air, because like, are you not going to be able to, like, because now I'm thinking you're not going to be able to do it professionally because you don't really have that much time, because I really don't have that much time, because when I booked you to work around the correct schedule, baby, you was asleep. Like, do you want this money or not? I ain't never seen somebody book their own, like, you make your own schedule and you're still not on time. There are no excuses for this behavior. Like, not that first day of school was not important, but this is like, this means a lot to me. Like, I'm literally running for one of the biggest positions at my school, and it's just like, girl, you are really pushing it, okay? Do you think we're gonna be able to finish in time? Like, I really have a whole lot going on, and I have to be in my interviews by 4 o'clock. So what is the timestamp given? And so Stacey was just like, oh no, like, you know, I have your install done, like everything's gonna be fine. And I'm like, you know, okay. Now mind you, pause. This is where I should have known not to book in the first place, which was because, not that the work was bad, but I should have known that the unprofessionalism was still there. Because, you know, you always try to give a stylist a little bit of grace, because, like, you know, the same way you're human, they're human. So I understand that you have other things going on. You're very, you know, you're busy. Like I said, Stacey was one of the more popular stylists in my city. So therefore, like, I can get like, okay, maybe you have too many appointments, and so that's why mine got pushed back. Like, I can understand that. But when it's something so repetitive, like each time I book an appointment with you, I'm going through the same thing. Baby, it's you, okay? I was your first appointment and you were asleep. Like I said, you make your schedule and you still can't keep up with that. During this period where I had booked my appointment, Stacey had a whole lot going on social media, okay? It was giving Facebook messy, shady tea, okay, at the time. And so basically what happened was Stacey had canceled this girl's appointment the day of her birthday. In the same way I was getting the unprofessionalism, so was half of Greensboro, okay? So, you know, it was just like everybody kind of took this time to shade Stacey. And it all started because, like I said, it was the girl's birthday. She didn't do her hair. She had canceled the appointment literally minutes before the girl's appointment. And so the girl was just like, oh, you botched this, botched it. Like, she was just going in. And so I guess at first Stacey didn't necessarily acknowledge it, but once other people started kind of chiming in like, oh yeah, girl, she did the same thing to me and all this and third, then Stacey felt the need to try to defend herself. And the part that behooved me was not the fact that Stacey was trying to defend herself as a stylist, or better yet, try to help savage the professionalism that she still had as far as, like, you know, her face in the public with other people booking her. She didn't care about that. It was the fact that this girl said that Stacey's were botched. The same with the 2 nipples on one. Now, I've never really been one to judge, but I've always been one to question.
Red flag number 2.
Your principles and morals and/or priorities are that I failed to take what happened as a reality check of, you know what, y'all don't book. Don't book. And so once again, I did put myself in that predicament, which, like I said, whose fault was that? But when you like a stylist's work so much, just like how, like, when you like a guy so much, you kind of, it's just like, okay, I don't like certain characteristics about you, but you know what I'm saying? So I still put up with, I guess, like a certain amount of displeasure that I have for you because of what you do. And so it was the same thing with her. Like, it was like, I don't like a lot of what you do and how unprofessional you are, but at the same time, girl, the installs gave. You know, the installs definitely gave each and every time. It came out really cute. Once again, it did. Stacey did her big one. Okay, and I ended up winning the pageant, y'all. Oh my God. And I texted her because even when we was, like, throughout my appointment, she was like, oh my gosh, you're gonna do so good. We was talking about it and everything like that. And she was kind of giving me that reassurance, probably because of the fact that she was several hours late to my appointment. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Texting her, she was like, oh yeah, you know, I got you. Why you Miss W? I got all your installs. Yada, yada, yada. Like, baby, it sounded real good. It did. It sounded really good. And so, yeah, so fast forward, my senior year. It was homecoming, y'all. It was my homecoming in my high school. And being that I was Miss, I had to be there, you know, and I had to be front and center through the, like, you know, like the parade and the football game and all that. So I wanted to make sure that my hair was giving, just like anybody else. You see what I'm saying? When I booked this time, I was like, I had already told Stacey, I was like, it's homecoming, okay? And so they was like, oh yeah, baby, like, you know, I got you. And so, y'all know where this is headed. And the day comes. Now, mind you, I wanted my hair to be fresh, okay? So I had booked my hair appointment the day before, I want to say, like, the pep rally was. And so, even though it wasn't like the day of homecoming, you know, I had a lot going on. I had to be at the pep rally. I had to, you know, put up field show practice. Like, it was just a lot. So I wanted to make sure that my hair was done. And, you know, it was going to be the following day was homecoming. So I wanted my hair to be fresh. So I booked that appointment, and I'm just like, you know, if Stacey was late to this appointment, I really couldn't, like, I made sure I had nothing to do that day. Like, nothing to do that day. Worst case scenario, Stacey's gonna be late. Stacey's going to be late. Like, we know this. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting it at this point. Come around day of. Once again, it's the AM appointment. Pull up. Pull up. Nobody's there. Nobody. Okay? I was somewhat disappointed, but like I said, it was expected. My mama, she just like, Trina, where's Stacey at? Where's Stacey? Trina like, dang, ain't nobody coming into the shop today. Like, I'm not even gonna be there. Like, I don't even know if the owner is even gonna be there. But, you know, Stacey might, like, you know, Stacey has a key. So Stacey might, you know, still be able to do the appointment. But I know I'm not gonna be there. Like, you know, she said I can try to call Stacey, but, you know, Stacey been on BS. Stacey's been on BS. She was like, I don't even know if you've seen the Facebook post a couple months ago, but Stacey's definitely been on BS, you know? At this point, Stacey is Greensboro's most wanted. Everybody hates her. Everybody hates her. I'm calling. I get no reply. So at this point, I'm like, hey, Stacey, you know, this is Yaya. My closest sewing appointment was for 10:15 this morning. I just wanted to make sure if you still gonna be able to come. Like, I can understand if you gotta come late because, you know, I get that you're not here. Just, you know, let me know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, she texts me and she's like, oh, I have COVID. I don't think I'm gonna be able to come in, love. At this point, this was like a serious? Like, you're playing. There's no way. Like, there's no way. What? She was like, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. I meant to text you last night, but I have COVID, so I'm not gonna be able to come in. Come to find out, Stacey is on that booger sugar bed, you guys. And you know what? I suspected it based off those appointments, because Stacey would come in, come out, come in, come out in the bathroom several times. And it would be like, you know. But you know what? I did suspect it, but as soon as Stacey would do whatever she was doing in the bathroom, my head was getting folded in quick. So I was just like, you know what? Baby, it's your business. You're grown. It's your life. You live it. You know, it has nothing to do with me. I'm just here for you to do my hair, okay? And so a lot of people was like, oh yeah, Stacey got a lot going on. Stacey got a lot going on, love. So when I replied to the text message, I'm like, okay, y'all may think this is funny, but I was serious. It was homecoming. I had no choice. I had to have my hair done. I was like, I got shots. I gotta go. If you can still come, I'm okay with that. You can push it to 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. I need my hair done. Like, I need my hair done. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Like, my hair has to be done. All the other stylists are booked to capacity because it is homecoming week. There is no such thing as an emergency appointment. They have been booked. I have no other choice. You are my only option. If you do have COVID, baby, I have the booster. Like, I felt like I was immune. I was like, I got mask. I can come to your home. Okay, you can, I don't care. I need my appointment. Like, you're not serious right now. Like, there's no way. You're playing. Like, where is Ashton and the cameras? Because we had this conversation. We had this conversation. You knew you were doing my hair. I sent confirmation texts. I do this every time. I do this every time with you. Like, what? I got no more responses. I was like, okay, at this point, I'm taking defeat. This was probably after like maybe 15 minutes. And I'm just like, okay, do you know if I could potentially get any other like emergency appointment? Like, is there anybody in the salon who specialize in like closures, sew-ins? Like at this point, I'll trade the closure in for a frontal. Like, is there anybody who specializes in any type of installs that I can, you know, so I can get my hair done? No text, no reply, no nothing. No nothing. I did not get nothing back. I was so hurt. I was baffled by the behavior and the unprofessionalism. And ultimately, besides me blaming Stacey, I had to blame myself too, because I definitely put myself in a predicament to get played. Like, I was being delulu for thinking that Stacey was going to really take me and my appointment serious. She literally said, F you in at homecoming. And that's what it gave. Because, yeah, not replying, leaving me on delivered is wild. It was a very humbling experience, because it really goes to show people do not care. These stylists are trifling, okay? It definitely taught me a lesson, you guys. Don't ignore the red flags. And these niggas with these stylists, don't ignore the red flags. And I definitely ignored them on a multitude of occasions with this hairstylist, as y'all seen throughout the story. And I did it because I truly did just love the result. I wish I would never book again in my life. Never book again in my life, okay? But, yes. It's gonna take forever to edit. Yes, y'all, that was the story time. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm tired, okay? Anyways, in the comments, y'all tell me a time where y'all have had a horrific stylist or any type of servicing that y'all ever had. I heard these lash techs was priceless. Y'all tell me some of the experience that y'all have had with these folks, because they're wild. Wild. And I will see y'all technically next week, but Monday. So like well, y'all get this video probably tomorrow. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love you guys, and I see y'all.
Long as you got your eyes, got your trippy on them private jets, taking trips, come back at 6, wake me and your child, and then won't lay your neck, make me wonder who you might have been playing with, makes me wonder who you think you're playing with. I'm gonna tell myself to keep playing this record back over and over again. Sweat